Hello, today we're learning the note 8 flat and slurs and ties. Okay, A flat is in between G and the note A. On the piano, it's right in the middle, the black key. It's called either G sharp or A flat. It's called the enharmonic. But when we're playing the violin, I would like to think A flat, if it goes flatter, becomes a G, half step down. So it's close to the note G, the third finger. And if it is called G sharp, for example, if it was the music was A major, then F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and when you play the note G sharp, if it gets sharper, it goes to A. So when you're playing the G sharp on the D string, I would like to think it's close to the note A, right under the fourth finger. So if it is A flat, same note, A flat or G sharp, A flat, you think of close to the note G, close to the third finger on the D string. And then if it is called G sharp, just put it right under the fourth finger, A. And when we practice A flat, first we need to put fingers down to play the note G. It should ring nicely with the open G, and then put the fourth finger right next to the note G. And the next one is slurs. There are some slurs and ties. Slur is two different notes connected. So you play two notes in one bow, connect the two notes, but the tie is the same note connected. So you just count that note value. Don't play the note twice, but just continue the sound. For example, bar 3, E flat, that E flat you don't play because the first one is a slurred, 1 and then 2 and then the next note is connected tie. Continue. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so you have to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the next bar dotted crotchet, so you also need to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so count 4 and then play the note G. And now if it is tricky, you get muddled up with the bowing, then practice it slowly with an open string. So the two notes slurred, so you count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and likewise you go through that. And then when you feel confident, okay, now I got it, then you can put the notes on, and that's how you practice slurs and ties when it's tricky. And the last line, A flat to B flat, there's string crossing. So when you play the A flat, don't forget about the B flat. You have to play B flat straight away. So A flat, and then this first finger should be just close to the string on the A string to play the B flat. If you were putting all the fingers on the D string and then trying to do play the B flat, there's a leg. So for example, go from bar 17, so it should be smooth, not big movement, because D string, A string, they are very kind of not a huge drop, not like an A to E. There's a big sort of a drop, but similar level. So when you play the A flat, and then the first finger should be hovering over the A string. So play slowly, whether you can do the string crossing smoothly. So do that a few times. And then the last note, there's a ritardando, so slowing down, and then the F, you can either die down naturally at the tip, or you could, if you were in the middle, you could move your bow close to the fingerboard, because if you want to make a big sound, close to the bridge. If you want to make a soft sound, close to the fingerboard. So like did you see my bow sliding down? That was intentional moving. Okay, so you could do that. That's called the sounding point. Yeah, so happy practicing. See you next time.